Hello and welcome back to the frontal crash test of the Gavril Marshal Cabriolet. Without further ado, here we go. So that was the frontal crash test of the medium overlap for the Gavril Marshal Cabriolet. You can see that the damage from a 50-mile-an-hour impact was minimal, but still an issue. Now if we look on the interior of the car, which I will go to right now, you can see that there has been a lot of intrusion on the door, as well as the steering wheel has indeed moved forward. And you can see that the windshield is cracked. See from the side view that the car may have shifted down a little bit, and that I think that the missing roof provided minimal support for the overall cabin, and I think it could have channeled more energy up through the cabin rather than straight to the cabin. So I think that I'm going to give this an acceptable rating for our crash test scale. As you saw, that was very shallow overlap for a test. You can see that the front fender has slightly deformed and that the driver's side door was torn off. Now please ignore the right side damage, for realistically it was not supposed to hit that wall. You can see that inside of our barrier we have the parts that got messed up. You can see that the trunk lid has folded up, and I believe that the driver would be seriously injured in a situation like this because of his door flying off and maybe having contact with the barrier. That concludes our frontal crash test for the Gavril Marshal Cabriolet. For the small overlap test, which I forgot to mention, I would definitely give it a marginal rating on our rating scale. And after this, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to explain the rating scale. Okay, so the rating scale involves different ratings that are used by the IIHS. There's good, acceptable, marginal, and poor, in that order. Marginal is what this received on the small overlap. That is one ranking below poor. That is not very good. Acceptable was what it on the medium overlap is what it received. And overall, I would give this car an acceptable rating. It is not ideal for people that drive very fast and frequently and are aggressive. It's a good family car just for taking the kids to school, where you're not gonna be receiving any high speeds. But it's also not a car to drive in the rain, because as you can see, the roof does not go up. I'd like to thank you guys for watching our frontal crash test of the Gavril Marshal Cabriolet. We'll see you next time.